let's talk about the 5 things I love about the VinFast VF e34.
Hello, Tom. I know about your success, about your YouTube channel. I am sure that you are going to be expanding and growing more and more. Saludos, Tomás.
Well, there's a lot of things I love about this car, but if I really have to narrow down to 5 things, I think these are what they should be. The 5 things I love about the VinFast VF e34. So number 1 is that this car actually feels fast. It feels fast because it's electric, and the electric motor has a lot of torque at any speed. So from 0 to 136, which is top speed, I feel there's ample power. I can press down the pedal and always get a push, all right? A normal petrol 4-liter car doesn't have that power distribution, right? Sometimes you don't get the power at the low rev ranges. You have to really push the car, you have to drive the car at high RPM in order to get power. But this car, no, you have the power accessible any point in its speed range. So because of that, this car actually feels really fast, even though it's not a fast car. It's an 8-second 0 to 100 kilometers an hour car, but it feels so much faster than that. I can't really describe it, but it's the feeling. It feels fast. And when I'm in this car, I floor the pedal and I just go boom, I go zoom. It's really the feeling, you know, it's the feeling of fast. Now, the second thing I love about this car is that it is actually fucking stable, all right? I can take this car from 0 to 136 kilometers an hour, which is its top speed, and at any point the car feels really, really, really stable. On a cheap petrol car, you know, when you go over 100, you start feeling unsafe. You feel the car's gonna come apart. You feel that you can't really control the car anymore. But this car, you know, you can go all the way to 136 and the car feels stable. You only get that with, you know, like more European high-end cars like Mercedes and you know, BMWs. You know, those cars are designed to drive at high speed. But with this car, it just feels stable at any point in speed range. You don't feel unsafe. You feel the car will point exactly where you want to go, which gives me a lot of confidence when I drive this car. I feel safe, even at high speed. Number 3 thing I love about this car is that it's electric. I mean, come on. It has no vibration from the engine, right? So it feels actually butter smooth. I know the girls say that, you know, it's not smooth. You feel the bumps on the road and so on. But you know what? It doesn't bother me. You know, I drive sports cars and I like to feel the bumps on the road, right? I want to have some road feel, and that's fine. But the most important thing is there is no vibration from the engine. So it's actually so smooth. And when you drive this car, it's like you only really feel the bumps on the road. There's no other vibration present. That is a really good feeling. It's like you're driving a high-end S-Class, you know, because when you drive a S-Class, you don't feel the vibration from the engine, or any high-end BMWs or whatever, you don't feel the vibration from the engine. You're isolated from that, and this feels like that. Because it's an electric car, so you get the benefit of not having that vibration from the engine. The number 4 thing I love about the VinFast VF e34 is that it's very utilitarian, meaning that it's a car you can actually use. You know, all of my cars are unusable. You know, like for example, the Bentley, which is behind there, you know, the Bentley cannot fit more than 2 people, even though it has 4 seats, but the 2 back seats are completely useless because they're so tight and small, right? My Mercedes 2-seater, my sports car, well, it only seat 2 people too, and there's not a whole lot of trunk space. You know, all of my cars are kind of cool cars, but you can't really use them. You cannot really use them. But this car, You can use them for so many different things. You can take 5 people, including me, to any destination. There's a large enough trunk so that you can put in your luggages or whatever. If we're going to somewhere to do filming, we can bring all the camera equipment and put it in the trunk. So it's very utilitarian. Also, it has a lot of places where you can put things, right? So a lot of compartment where you can store things. And if you have a baby, it has a really big back seat where you can put a child seat, and there's still a lot of room left. And the back seat is absolutely huge for this size car. It's actually humongous. There's a lot of space back there. It's utilitarian. You can actually use it for many different purposes. If I need to go out, need to do something, this is the car that I take. You know, the other cars, you have to worry about where to park. You have to worry about not enough seats for people to sit in, not enough trunk space to hold stuff, and but this car, it'll do everything. This is very utilitarian. So last thing I love about this car is its size, all right? This is somewhere between, let's say, a Kia Morning and a Mazda CX-5, I think. So it's not compact, but it's not medium size. It's somewhere in between there. And I think that is the perfect size for Vietnam, because a compact car in Vietnam, I think is too small. It's not very utilitarian. You can't really use it for a lot of different purposes. But if you get a medium-sized SUV, sometimes it's too big, because we are in Ho Chi Minh City, and sometimes it's hard to find a place to just temporarily park your car, and because the car is too big, right? But this car, I feel confident. I feel confident to take this car out, even though I may not know whether the destination has parking for cars or not, right? Usually, I don't take the car because I worry about wherever I need to go, they don't have parking for cars. And I have to park on the side of the street, and my car is too big, it doesn't really park well. I end up driving my motorbike. But with this car, I would take this car where I think I would take my motorbike. It's just the right size. I feel confident, even if they don't have parking, I can manage to find somewhere to park this car just temporarily, because the car is not too big, not too small, perfect for the Vietnamese roads. So those are the 5 reasons why I love the VinFast VF e34. And what about you? If you're an owner of the e34, what do you love about this car? Comment below. I would love to learn about what you love about this car, so I can, also enjoy the fine qualities you find in this car. Take some fucking action, don't be a fucktard.